Hello again. I am having enormous difficulty in deciding whether our new Prime Minister is either quite mad or completely stupid. Of course, these two options are not mutually exclusive, and it is entirely possible that Keir Starmer is both mad and stupid. I say this because I have never yet heard of any rational and sane person responding to one of those emails which are supposedly from a bank official in Africa and offer one the chance of becoming stupendously rich if only you send a trifling sum of money first to cover expenses. Starmer, however, apparently has received such a communication, and it was so convincing that he is desperately keen to send off £84 million of our money to secure an amazing deal. I cannot help but suspect that Keir Starmer is no student of history, because if he was, he might have heard of paying the Danegeld, which used to be very popular in this country about 1,000 years ago, and was supposed to stop people sailing here and taking over our land. A sort of early version of the small boats, but one which involved, instead of small boats, long boats. The Danish Vikings would land and make as though they were going to stay in England forever. They would, however, offer to leave if they were given some money. Weak kings paid the Danegeld, but needless to say, they always returned for more. Kipling summed it up well in his poem about the Danegeld, and that is called paying the Danegeld. We have proved it again and again, that if once you have paid him the Danegeld, you will never get rid of the Dane. As I say, Starmer doesn't seem to have heard about this. His predecessor sent an astounding £220 million to Africa as part of an attempt to stop the small boats. The Rwandans have no intention of sending any of this back, although Britain actually got nothing at all for the £250 million which they paid out. Now Starmer has said that he intends to send Africa another £84 million in the hope that it will discourage people leaving the continent and heading north across the Mediterranean to Europe. The Africans can scarcely believe their luck in finding such a mug, and I'm sure that our Prime Minister has been given all manner of assurances. Of course, anybody with an atom of sense will know perfectly well that just as with any blackmailer, they will be back for more. The sight of this country, once so proud and powerful, begging people and bribing them in an attempt to stop rubber dinghies heading through our territorial waters, is an embarrassing one. But most of us who live in Britain have long been dead to embarrassment and shame because of the way that our leaders have behaved over the years. This particular story is likely to run and run, and perhaps we might care to guess just how much of our money Starmer will part with before it dawns on him that he has been had.